Today we're going to look at different types of lines that feature in a triangle. We're still talking about the straight line work that we've been doing recently, but we're going to apply it to a slightly different scenario. The first type that we're going to look at is something called the median. So the definition there, as you can see in front of you, is a line in a triangle that joins a corner point to the midpoint of the opposite side. So if you look at that diagram, the triangle ABC, B is one of your vertices, one of the points in your triangle. M is the midpoint of A and C. Now you can see these two wee lines here. Either side tells you that the distance between A and M and the distance between M and C is the same. So M is the midpoint, if you like, of AC. So down here on the left it says each triangle has three medians, so you can imagine one coming from B, one coming from A and one coming from C. The one in the diagram shows the median from B. Like all straight lines, we're looking to find the equation of them when we're asked, and this is going to be using y minus b equals m times x minus a. So you need point B or point M to be able to substitute that in, and you also need some way to work out the gradient of the median. And say from the diagrams below here what it would look like if you had the median from A. So that would be from this point A going straight across to the opposite side of the triangle, and it would hit the midpoint of B and C. And the same if you had the median from C, you would need to draw a line from C to the opposite side midpoint, the midpoint of AB. A fact here that it's worth remembering or worth being aware of: all three medians are drawn in a triangle that cross over at one specific point. So you can see this diagram here. It looks a wee bit cluttered because you've got all three lines going through it, but you can see that they do cross over at one point, and that point is called a centroid. And sometimes you will be asked, and we'll look at these types of questions later, to find where the centroid is, find the points, the coordinates. Okay, so let's look at an example then, the type of thing that you might get asked with regards to medians. So here we've got a triangle ABC. The vertices, the points in the triangle, we've got the coordinates 4 minus 9, B is 10, 2, and C is 4 minus 4. And the question is asked to find the equation of the median from A. So the diagram here that we've got underneath helps us to visualise that. So you've got a triangle that's from A and it's going to hit the midpoint of BC. So the first step would be, well, what is the midpoint? Where is this point M? So if you've got B and C, it's a case of finding what point lies halfway between them. So the easiest way to do that is to add your x's together and divide it by 2, and then add your y's together and divide it by 2. So if you did that, you'd have 10 plus 4 divided by 2 for your x, and 2 plus minus 4 divided by 2 for your y's. And when you tidy that up, you're left with a midpoint of 7 minus 1. The second step then, once you've got your midpoint, is to calculate the gradient of the median. So we know the point A is 4 minus 9. We know that point M is 7 minus 1. So we can just use our normal formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 to find the gradient of the median. So the gradient here, when you do that, you have minus 1 minus minus 9, 7 minus 4, which leaves you with 8/3, 8 over 3. Finally, you're looking to use all the information that you've got. You've got a gradient, you've got a point in the line. You can either choose A or M, doesn't matter, you'll get the exact same answer at the end. substituting it in, if this we pick A, which is 4 minus 9, substituting in B has been minus 9, your gradient M has been 8/3, your point A has been 4, you can put that into y minus b equals m times x minus a, and you end up with y plus 9 equals 8/3 x minus 4. Now, as always, we're trying to get rid of fractions. I'm not too keen on having them there, so we get rid of thirds by times them by 3. So on the left-hand side, you had y plus 9, you've now got 3y plus 27. And on the right-hand side, you had 8/3 times x minus 4. You've got rid of the thirds, so you've now just got 8 times x minus 4. We're tidying that up. If you multiply the brackets, you'll get 8x minus 32. And then all your numbers across to the right hand side, collect them together, so take 27 off each side, and you get 3y is equal to 8x minus 59. So that's essentially how medians work. And once you do practice a few examples, you'll see they can be reasonably straightforward. Okay, so I'll leave you with that just now.